To die or not to die? That is the question. Today I'm talking about, well, not that kind of dying where you're gone forever in eternity. I'm talking about dyeing your hair. It's a question I'm always asking myself, maybe every few months, a couple times a year. I'm pretty gray now. I got my first grays when I was 21. And I'm thinking every now and then, but those first few years I was trying to cut them out, trying to cut them out. But then boom, they just overtook me and I gave up, right? So I came to maybe in my 30s, I started to think, maybe that was the first time I dyed my hair or had my hair dyed. That's another thing too. Should you do it yourself or save money or have somebody do it for you? Anyways, different. Also, you decide to think what color. There's so many shades of color. There's the brown, natural brown, light brown, reddish brown, dark shades of this, shades of that, or whatever. And you say, what's the right color for you? What's the right color? And like, well, I don't know. I'm tempted to sometimes to think to go blonde or something. But there's some colors that, of course, will look ridiculous on you. But you wonder then, well, tackling what's the negative side of dyeing your hair? Maybe well, you got to do it right. Or if you dye your hair, you can still look old, right? You may not have the face spread. People look right through it. Also, if you do it yourself, it doesn't look quite right. Might look something about you looks fake, right? But I've had compliments. I used to get more compliments when I was younger and I dyed my hair. People would notice, right? But maybe when I do it now, maybe they don't see much difference. I don't get it. But then what about the positives of gray? Well, with men, there's a different. People look at it differently. When you're a man, you're seen as dignified, right? You're sophisticated. Wow, it's a man, a graying man, whether a little bit of gray or a lot of gray. He can look very good, right? If you're a woman with gray hair, like you're an old bag, right? They look at you like, and women, I think much more than men, want to dye their hair, want to hide every gray. Um, but then I've seen like photos of women who are older, up in years, with nice faces still, but they decided I'm going to go completely gray. And I've seen photos of them with long, wavy, beautiful hair, curly hair, and they're completely gray. And they just like adapted to it, and they think they look good, and they do look good, but it's still kind of strange to me. But they're beautiful. But as to thinking back to men, so as a man, I know more about that. To touch it up, to dye your hair completely, just allow a little bit of gray, let your stuff go completely gray. Men look good. Technically, they tend to be told that they look good. It has a lot to do with your face and where you dress, your lifestyle too. Um, as for the bald, for a moment, talk about baldness. I think if I were going bald, not much baldness in my family, but if I were going bald, I wouldn't mess around with a little bit of hair here and there. I think I'd just shave it completely. I'd go for the Yul Brynner look. I wouldn't go. I have a cousin in Argentina who's got some hair here. For you old timers, I said to somebody he looks like the Argentine Adlai Stevenson. Your history buff, Stevenson ran against Eisenhower for the presidency twice and lost. But I call him the Argentine Adlai Stevenson. I'd shave it completely. But anyways, back to being gray. I think it looks good, right? It depends on your hairstyle a lot too. Like I guess Robert Kennedy Jr. He's has a younger face, a good face for his gray hair. Some people it doesn't suit. Some guys maybe ought to dye their hair. I've gotten both. I've gotten people say no, especially ladies. Opine they say, oh, no. Most say no, I love your gray. Don't dye your hair. A few people say, oh yeah, dye your hair. I remember one lady I knew online once. I know it was a dating site or what, but I asked her. I think she was kind of interested in me, and we got around to talking kind of maybe not romantically, or I asked her what she thought about me, what she liked about me. And she said, I like that you're a gray fox. Okay. You're just simply a gray fox. And well, that felt really good. That made my day. I think it's also that gray fox essence of a man that that they're seen as could be very sexy, very appealing. But just thinking about that once again, that few times a year when I think to dye or not to dye. I'd love to hear your opinion. If you write me, let me know. Should I dye my hair or not? What do you think about dyeing hair? If you're a man or woman, dyeing it or not? What do you think about baldness? Okay, losing hair for a woman, definitely bad, right? For a man, depends on how it goes. And like I said, maybe shave it completely. It's the best. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching. And the Language Cafe, this is Edgar Montoya. Bye for now.